1969 and Leeds United celebrate the first league championship in their history. Winning the title completed a remarkable turnaround for a club which began the decade amongst the also-rans. Well, in 1961, Leeds was very much a rugby league town. The football club, languishing in the old second division, were poor relations on the city's sporting landscape. But in March of that year, Don Revie was given the manager's job here at Ellen Road, and things were about to change. Revie's first move was a cosmetic one, aimed at altering the club's mindset.
Leeds United colours were blue and gold. It's still the club colours, but Don changed the team strip to white and said, we are going to play in all white and we are going to be the next Real Madrid. He told us we were going to be the best team in Europe, and at the time you're probably looking at the man thinking, is this man crazy? But he had ambition, and also he had vision.
Now it'd be like Reading turning around and suddenly adopting Barcelona colours and saying we're just going to be like Barcelona. It was an audacious move, and for the first 2 years it seemed nothing more than a gimmick, to be honest, but obviously over time he did turn him into a powerhouse.
Revie brought about that transformation by using revolutionary managerial methods to shape his young side.
I mean, Don Revie was way ahead of himself. The things he did, preparation for matches, he would send the scouts out and look at the opposition and tell all our team what to expect, things that hadn't been done before. Diets for the players before the match. He had our club doctor doing things, what we should be eating and what we shouldn't be eating. He brought in rules that was unheard of in them days, no drinking 48 hours before the match. And all these things he brought in were new to the game, but the game has followed on, and the players are still doing these things now.
And as the 60s began to swing, those methods started to bear fruit. Building a family atmosphere at Leeds was another of Revie's principles, something which saw him adopt a literally hands-on approach to his players' welfare.
He was basically like a second father, and Elsie, his wife, was like a second mother to us all. They really took care of us and cared for us, and I think that's why we went on to be such a great side, because we had such a close relationship with each other, all the players, the manager.
But outside the Leeds family, their approach to the game won them few friends. The Dirty Leeds tag became one all too easily attached to Revie and his side.
We played the game, at a high tempo, and we were very physical. And a lot of clubs didn't like that. A lot of fans didn't like that. But we didn't care what they liked. We were out there to win the matches.
Leeds dominated English football for 10 years and were a power in European football, won 2 European trophies, got to another 2 finals. And they couldn't have done that without the talent they had. But I think that's overlooked. And I think that's the biggest injustice that Don Revie has, is the side that he built doesn't get the credit that it deserves, bearing in mind the talent that was within it.
That unquestioned talent continued to garner trophies as the 60s gave way to the 70s. Revie's success at club level earned him the England manager's job, a position he would controversially quit, leaving a lasting blemish on his reputation. But at Ellen Road today, his achievements are fondly remembered.
I think there's been many managers in the past that have tried to emulate what he's done. If you get anywhere near half the success that he had, then you've been a success at this football club, and he's an inspiration to try and achieve that, because what he's achieved for this football club, again, you use the word legacy, but he has left a fantastic legacy behind him.
Everything he did turned to gold.
Best manager ever. Irreplaceable, really. Has been. But, you can't speak too highly of the man.
He was Leeds United. Mr. Leeds United.
Well, it may be a former player who's immortalised in a statue here at Ellen Road, but Billy Bremner would be the first to say that it was his former manager who was the most influential figure in the club's history.
Don Revie built something in this city, and he gave the people of the city a passion for the football club, and that has lived on. And I think anybody who sees what's going on now at the football club are absolutely amazed of the loyalty that the fans have And that was all built, in my opinion, through the loyalty the players and Don Revie had, going back, 30, 40 years.